There we go. And let me also turn off the waiting room so nobody has to wait in there. And as people are joining us from all over, please just put in the chat where you're calling in from. We like to know that. And we want to welcome you. One, we want to thank you for taking out of your busy Tuesday, no, Monday evening. Whoever invited you here on the line, thank them for inviting you because they saw some life-changing information that they wanted to share with you. And sometimes that's challenging to do. And so really thank them for at least thinking about you and simply being bold enough to just share it with you. And so to whomever that you are, as you're joining us, we want to thank you for joining us on this evening. And I apologize in advance for those of you that was expecting the great one, Chris Kim. Well, he called over to me and asked me if I could stand in his shoes, and well, and so I agreed to. And so, for those of you that don't know who I am, good evening. I'm Jermaine Johnson. Just to give you my short Dun and Bradstreet, because I don't make any apologies if I sound preachy or anything, but I was. My former life, I used to be one of the top 5 youth pastors in the nation, but yet at a young age, some of the deacons at the church started to invite me around to those old Amway conventions, A.L. Williams, all those types of things. And so I've been involved in the affiliate marketing space for about 35 years now. And so now, though, my beautiful wife and I, we reside in Scottsdale, Arizona. But again, look, I have been there, done that. I've done it all. Amway, Primerica, ACN, XL, candle parties, shoe parties, lingerie parties. Y'all don't tell no one about that one. That's a secret. But no, I've done everything, and God bless me. Legal plans, I did those, and seriously though, made up to $1 million at one time. And so it was just amazing to go from being broke, raking up pennies, to buy hot dogs, to riding on the bus. Seriously, because I was always taught to work a job, and a job is a job, just over broke. Jobs buy you at wholesale and sell you for retail. And so God just blessed. Whereas I got involved in this space, whatever you want to call it, relationship marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, right? All the influence marketing, all these fancy names that they have for it. All I know is that if you find something that works, it will network. And so, with that said, we want to thank you and invite you just briefly to take a look at what many of us on this line have seen. And the name of this company and this wonderful opportunity is called Riman. And Riman stands for Reborn, Rebirth, Gift of God, and Independence. We have 3 lines, and one is ICD, which stands for Intercellular Dermatology, Bodalab, which is our hair care and our body care, and our lifening, which is our internal care. And so, with that said, look, let me just predicate this up front. This is not your grandmother's network marketing company, and it is not just a skincare company. It is a lifestyle company. It is a lifestyle brand. But still, what you need to know up front is that something that was tradition is now trending, right? We know K beauty, right? Korean skincare, but just the K movement for K pop, K drama, K music, it's everywhere and it's growing all over the world right now. BTS shut down Netflix 2 weeks ago, and it's trending because people are looking for it. Koreans have mastered glass skin. And I know some of y'all are probably saying, well, one, you're a man. So what are you doing with this? And you're an African American man. You're a black man. Look here. Let me just help y'all. Look, because look, my grandmama lied to me too. She told me that black don't crack and beige don't age and Asian don't raisin and if you white, it's all right. Look here. I don't know what they told you, but if you don't take care of this thing called your skin, look, it will wrinkle. And so it is the largest pore on the body, and you need to learn to take care of it. And so this is why the whole K beauty industry is growing all over. And so just so that you know, right? And so as you do your due diligence, Riman, even before you saw it, had already been established in 2018. And I like that from a business perspective because I don't like high risk, no reward. So it had already been proven, had already done $2.5 billion in sales, had already been rated as the number one K beauty brand in South Korea. In South Korea, it had already sold 40 million bottles of just its active cream. Hold on. There's only 50 million people in South Korea. Look, it sold 40 million. Is that good or good? That's very good. Then they decided, look, it's done so well here in South Korea. We have to share it with everybody. And so they launched in the United States and Canada March the 18th, 2023. My wife and I, we got involved in this opportunity 18 days after they started here in the United States. Why is that? One of my mentors, Bishop Jakes, had just said that your next level of wealth and prosperity is not going to come from people that look like you or talk like you. So as soon as I saw this, plus my wife, she had already been spending hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on luxury skincare and face treatment. So I know the need for it, but I just didn't know how much was being spent on it. And since then, we've opened in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia. And Fortune magazine says the way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. Also, the best time to position yourself in an opportunity is when it's in the middle of a global expansion or product launch. And we are doing both right now. Also, we've opened in Japan, and right now, this very week, we are opening in Italy, Spain. We're in pre launch, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, Peru, because our goal is to be in 50 countries over the next 5 years. And I'll say this clearly, look, if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And if you're the only one contributing to your income, you forfeit your right for financial freedom in the United States of America. But we have people from all over the world chiming in on this call right now. What you see on the screen there is our corporate headquarters, as well as our U.S. corporate headquarters in Irvine, California. Then you see us on the Hyundai Mall being advertised, which is a luxury mall, right? And understand they also built us a resort on Jeju Island. Now, how did it all start? Chairman Han. Chairman Han saw his daughter sleeping, and he was already the number one product formulator in all of Asia. Wait, wait. I hope y'all got that. He was the number one. It don't get any better than that. I was talking to a girl the other day, and she said, well, how do I know if you all aren't white labeling stuff? Look, he was already the number one product formulator in all of Asia. He saw his little daughter sleeping. He said, what if I could invent something that no matter what your age, race, ethnicity, that you could maintain your youthful glass skin? And he went to work, and this is what he came up with: ICD, Bodalab, and Liphaning. Now, what makes us so different in the marketplace, our distinctions, is really plain and simple. I don't do complicated. Pay attention to me here. We made our own plant. I'll say that one again. We made our own plant. What they did is they took Beyond Poo, right, which was already a plant, and which is known as Asiatic pennyworth, tiger grass, Centella asiatica. If you've ever seen tigers wallowing around on the grass over in Asia, they're not just doing it for fun. They know that there's healing principles in what they're rolling around in to heal their cuts and wounds. That's why it's called tiger grass. So they took this Beyond Poo and they took Jeju lava energy water. Now, I'm not here to do a geographical training, but understand, I know there's some very educated people on the line, and you know that there's volcanoes that have water trapped under them for hundreds, thousands of years. Now, can you get it in other places? Yes. In Spain, it's too sandy. In Hawaii, it's too deep. In Japan, it's contaminated. So the only other place is on Jeju Island, which is the south coast. It's really the Hawaii, quote unquote, of South Korea. People in Korea want to go over there to retire. I had never been there until a couple of months ago, and it is a UNESCO heritage site. It is beautiful. So I've seen it and I know it's real. So we took this water, took this plant, grew it 5 times larger, and created giant Biangpu, which we just got it patented also here in the United States for the next 20 years. So nobody can do what we're doing. And then we also have nanoliposoma technology. Say that a few times. What does that mean? We have taken the products, because a lot of products out there just they actually mask, right? We actually penetrate through the lower epidermis of skin. So we say we just don't do skin care, we do skin repair. Is that good or good? Then this is how we're able to go farm to face, right? Seed to sale, because we're able, because of the vertical integration, we're able to bring luxury skincare to the world at an affordable cost. Now, because we own everything, we own our solar power stations, we own the farms, we own the labs, we own the water center, we own it all, guys. I've been there and my wife has, but just so you don't have to take my word for it, watch this.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju lava energy water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Riman.
And I don't know if you saw that packaging at the end there, but we partnered with Pentagram. Pentagram is a Madison Avenue, New York, the marketing firm. They do the marketing for Lululemon, Louboutin, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton fragrances. Well, we partnered with them, so even our packaging has a luxury feel, where we just won the IF award in the industry. That's unheard of. And so, guys, this is the farms over in Jeju Island. You see my wife and I there. It's like going to Disneyland, where you're sitting there. And I've been telling this story for 2 years. So before I went over there, and once I got there, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's real and it's true. But to see this wall raise up and you see this sea of all this Beyond Poo, I went out there eating it. I wanted it in me, on me, everything. This right here, you've got to go. And so this is amazing. But then here, this shows the integrity and the projection of our company. The owners took the first year's profits and built us a resort over on Jeju Island, where you can go bathe in the Beyond Pool. It's your resort. You don't pay for anything. You go there and it's the life of luxury. But guess what? It belongs to us on Jeju Island. You got to go there, right? And so with that said, guys, look, I'm going to keep it going for some reason on my computer. There it is. So with that said, we have two lines. We have our water-based line and our oil-based line. And I will tell you, we use the water-based during the day and the oil at night. But one of my friends, Dr. Matlock, he's a Beverly Hills 90210 doctor to the stars, and he used to be on our scientific advisory board. He said it's so plain. He said Korean skincare is so dominant in the industry because it practices cleansing, hydration, and protection. But it doesn't just do that once. It goes double cleanse, double hydration, protection. So it takes care of your past, your present, and your future. I said, I love that. But that's why, guys, people have that glass skin. And we're seeing story after story. But look, I'm a father of three. This is where I have to this is where I can't help but to get passionate about it. I know children today. Children, one of the leading issues in schools is what? Bullying. And sometimes the kids that get bullied the most, they may look a little different. In the middle of the screen there, that's a little 10-year-old girl that my wife and I, we went down to Dallas, Texas, and we do these K pop-ups, right? Where we go and we show the product in one sitting of her doing the regimen, right? Look, all of her eczema on her forehead cleaned up. Her smile got brighter. See, I tell people all the time, I don't sell skincare. I share skincare. I sell compliments and confidence. See, and I needed to know that it worked on all ethnicities of people. So we continue to get story after story. And I'm going to be very transparent here. I love my mother, but I started to look like her under my eyes. Y'all don't tell her, but look here. And so my wife said, "Hey, you need to start to use the product a little more." I went to using the products and my skin started tightening and the wrinkles started. And I got to get that glow lifting under my eyes. And I'm like, oh, yes, no Botox, no fillers, all of this stuff, natural. Then my friend MJ Kim in the middle of the picture there, she had had 4 children. She's down in Atlanta, Georgia, and her skin, her body took a turn after 4 children. She started to use these products, and that's MJ Kim today. You see, glass skin. Guys, we are hearing story after story. Then we came out with a collagen melting mask from New Zealand. It has the New Zealand collagen in it, which is the purest form of collagen in the world. Guys, my wife and I, we didn't know anything about TikTok, but we went to do it on TikTok. So this is where you're on here as an influencer. This is a product that they call the magical mask. You can do that. I don't have time to play the entire video, but I'm just telling you, there's something here for everybody. We also just came out with what we call healthy makeup. I'll say that one again, healthy makeup. I did not know all the toxins that are in current makeups. I didn't know that the United States has not passed federal regulation on the skincare industry here since 1938. They've only banned 1,200 substances here in the United States. Our products are derma tested. Do you know that over in the UK they have banned 30,000 substances and ingredients? Our products derma tested and Eve vegan certified. This right here is insane. So I'm going to encourage you guys, all of those types of products. Then the Boda Lab, guys, our body care and our hair care. We're hearing story after story. The body wash alone has collagen 3 in it. It's amazing. But the hair care has desert cola, which is known as the miracle of the desert. Now, it was too late though for me. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna help this. No, but look, look here. This is the stories we're hearing from people that are using the hair care. After 1 week of use, 83% of scalp trouble level has decreased. 29% of your moisture level in your hair increased. 20% of your strength level has increased. And after 4 weeks of use of the hair treatment system, the shampoo, the serum, the conditioner, 62% of hair loss has decreased. We're getting story after story of people growing their hair in places from alopecia and burn patches and cancer patients. Guys, we don't make any claims of cures. We just know that it's documented from Korea and it works. And then people on here, maybe you're a beautician or a barber. We have people using it in their beauty shops, beauty salons, then our lightening product. Usually what's going on your skin is a direct reflection of what's going on in your gut. And I did not know that men and women should have 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. I did not know how many people, especially women, struggle with regularity. We don't talk about this stuff, but this is so true. If you aren't regular, it leads to senility and dementia, and it affects your skin. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is a product that all of my wife's girlfriends, they come by. If they're running out of anything, they come by to get this one before they travel. This right here, and those of you that travel a lot, your circadian clock, you're traveling and you just cannot go. This is a product. It isn't intrusive, but it works. It'll go into the lower intestine and pull out toxins. And I promise you, we have people on our team. One of them may be on this call. She has slimmed down 20 to 30 pounds just by using this product consistently. Then our beauty collagen, we have restaurants putting it in their bars, as you see, making beauty drinks or beauty shops, or we even sponsored the Arizona Fashion Show out here. So I want you to think out the box from a business perspective now, because now I'm going to transition into the business side of this, because it would be remiss if I didn't tell you about this. But look here, who do you know with skin? Everybody. Who do you know trying to look younger or feel better? Everybody. See, let's talk business here quickly, guys, for the sake of time. Look, 64% of people today are living paycheck to paycheck. 48% of people who are earning over six figures a year are currently living paycheck to paycheck. Scranton University just said that 48% of people today are not prepared for a $400 emergency. Look here. Everybody today is just trying to find a way to offset bills. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. People here in the United States, especially California, are just trying to find a way to pay for gas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, this is insane right now. So people are trying to find a way to make extra. So I want you to think distribution points. Who do you know? Who do you know that's a barber? Who do you know that's an esthetician? How many med spas have you passed on a day? Or again, who do you know with skin? Just to think about that, think outside the box because there's some of you on this call saying, well, I don't have time. It isn't about you, it's who do you know? Watch this. This is someone that signed up a esthetician to the stars in Miami Beach.
So I saw this and I'm like, hey, this is something that I could do while my clients are probably getting a treatment. They might be sitting under the hair steamer. They might be laying back in the sink. This is something I could do. We do have a skincare department in my spa. I have a skincare specialist that, do these services. But this is something you could probably do on somebody, 15, 30 minutes, and they're going to see the results right away and they're going to want the product. That is what attracted me to it. I know that the Koreans are notorious for making the best skincare product. Like I said, I don't know what they put in it, if it's, but you see the results right away. Like one of my former employees flew to Korea a few months ago just to go buy skincare. And then when I heard that this was the number one company, I didn't see why I shouldn't partner with them. I mean, my clients are people like Paris Hilton, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Jordan, Aaliyah, Ashanti. I mean, the list goes on and on. And then I have the hip hop dudes too, like Rick Ross, T.I., Memphis Bleak, Ludacris, like Venus and Serena Williams, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. So my list is long, right? It's very impressive. So I know these people are into taking care of their skin. So this is a product that I see that could, enhance my business.
So maybe you're on this call saying that you don't have time. But what if you were to introduce somebody that they're adding this into their brand and they begin to offer it and they get a percentage and you get a percentage? See, this is the way this works. See, wealthy people build networks while we go to work. So I want you to think outside. No, think like there is no box right now because this is what's trending, guys. Look, I've already shown it to you up front, but Shake Shack just added on a Korean inspired menu. 60% of people watching Netflix are watching something with Korean content. Vogue just said Korean skincare is like living in the year 2050, and the United States just said that it's one of the largest GDPs right now. So, look, we no longer live in the day of brick and mortar. We now live in the day of click and order. 71% of people, they buy online and they buy from people they know, like, and trust, and they buy from people that post videos. So what if you were to buy the product, get your product, take your before picture, take the 7-day challenge and post it online, your results, and you just post it. And someone goes to your shopping cart, your shopping link, because they want to feel and look the way you do now. See, this is what we are doing. So at this point in time, look, everybody on this call, I would encourage you, get back to the person that invited you here and become a customer. Take that 7-day challenge, try the product. But for those of you that possibly you understand brand influencing, affiliate marketing space, that's where you can get started for $20. $20 affiliate fee, annual affiliate fee, which we call you a planner, but I call you a brand ambassador because most people don't like to plan. So you're a brand ambassador. At that point in time, every time that you shop or every time that someone shops with you, you actually get 10% rebate. Now, 10% is good. I mean, that's what the church asked for 10%. God asked for 10%. So 10% is great. But guess what? That's for people that understand social influencing. You want to post videos and you want to go online and just share. That's huge. Insider Magazine just said average affiliate marketer out there that's doing the affiliate marketing space in the United States is generating an extra $5,000 a month with what they're doing in whatever space that they are. So when you position yourself in something that's trending that people are looking for, who knows? The sky's the limit. But for those of you that understand social selling, social retailing, that's the manager or senior manager position. Pay attention to me clearly. We have a 90% of the exchange on the dollar. So once you eclipse 3,000 SP, that stands for sales points, in a 3 month window, or 6,000 sales points in a 3 month window, which is the equivalent roughly to about $3,600 in sales or $6,600 in sales over a 3 month window, that's when you achieve the manager or senior manager position. Now, at that point, you begin to get 20% to 30% off of everything you purchase and every time someone purchases from you. Is that good or good? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. But guess what? You don't have to wait. You can purchase up to that position and you are grandfathered there right forever. You can only go up. You will never have to requalify for the manager or senior manager position. That's huge. That's why I have people, if they have a means of distribution and they understand return on investment, they purchase up to senior manager position. Now, team leader and above are for people that understand building business, building networks of people, building teams. They understand that network marketing works if you work it and when you have something that's real. So that's when you begin to get 40 all the way to 50 to 54%. Then there's open group volume and unilevel volume and leadership override as we're expanding into other countries. Then as there's a check match, as you help others go up to the team leader position, an additional 40%, 20%, 10%, 5% on people that you may not even know, but you saw it before everybody else did. See, this is when the laws of first movers advantage are in effect and distribution rights and franchising rights, more or less, because you're seeing it and you're getting started before the masses. See, every product goes through three stages: opposed, ridiculed, and then self-evident. And we're on that stage. We have that trajectory right now. So you want to get back with the person and say, hey, no, I want to position myself. I don't mind to make extra money, right? I don't mind telling people about something that really works and that's helping people feel better and look better and all of that. Then we have a unilevel on top of everything else. So there's about 6, 7 ways to actually get paid in this company. There's videos that explain it, but here's the main thing. You just don't want to get started and you just have a brochure or invite somebody to a call. You want to get your own product. So we have starter kits for you. Our signature line, if you count how many products there, so the average cost is $25 to $35 for per bottle. That's insane for luxury skincare. But for those of you that heard what I was saying, right, in terms of investment instead of cost, and you want to start off at the 20 to 30%, these starter kits are available for you your first 30 days as a planner. So some people just come in and they buy up to, so they buy 4 of the starter kit premiums, as you see. Then you have product to share, you have product to resell, because again, people come and they do these K pop-ups. We had one at our house here this Saturday. Everybody purchased, everybody signed up. Some people don't like to wait for their product to come in the mail so you can resell it. Or if you do have a store or means of distribution, then you want to get one of those kits. Start off at that position, right? And this is Canada as well. And then, guys, look, you don't have to talk the way I talk. You don't even have to learn all this. All you got to do is put people in front of the information. And again, I wasn't even supposed to do this presentation tonight, but I guess they thought I needed practice because they got me working all week. So on tomorrow, this orientation, this lineup tomorrow with Chrissy Bellinston, Anna Kim, Julian Doan, Tim Her, and then that little guy in between them, three men on here. I don't think that's ever been done. Tomorrow is going to be insane. Then product university as well in between that, where you learn about the product. Then this orientate or this opportunity overview again tomorrow. No, on Thursday with me and superstar team leader Miss Cynthia Kyrdos. Guys, all week. Quick look here. As I playfully say, you do the ushering, let me do the preaching, you get the collection plate. Is that a good church? Amen. Y'all say amen. Look here. Then we have all of this going on. If you're from the Spanish speaking community, tu hablas español, mi hermano. Look here. Plug into this. We have the opportunity in Spanish, orientation in Spanish. Then for those of you that are growing in the European markets, we have that for you. All you want to do is get plugged in. And again, global expansion. Who do you know in Chile, Peru, Ireland, France, Spain? That's where you want to go. Build wherever you want to go vacation. Then we have events. It's kind of like a travel company within a health and wellness brand, because our next big event is in Las Vegas, August 7th through the 9th. You want to be there. But then also we have retreats that you can qualify for. Go with us to the Bahamas. And then next year, if you're a director this year, you going with us to Dubai. So all I'm going to say is, look, numbers don't lie, people do. In closing, look, right now, today, there's a 350% increase in Google searches for Korean skincare. Right now, today, 56% of American women have shown an interest in K beauty. Right now, today, 46% of Gen Z consumers are actively using Korean skincare. 80% of the women who try K beauty report high levels of satisfaction, and they go on, and 70% of them go on to repurchase. This is why we don't even have a mandatory auto ship or monthly sales quotas and all those types of games and binary games. We're not doing all those types of games because the average consumer here purchases 8 to 9 times a year without auto ship. Guys, look, this is like being back in 1963 in the beginning of a Mary Kay, or 1959 in the beginning of an Amway, or 1976 in the beginning of an Apple, or 2008 in the beginning of a Bitcoin. You know, the reports show that there's 1,700 millionaires created per day in the United States of America. But here's the one that you need to know. The average person gets one life-changing, altering, a financial altering idea every 90 days. But 99% of people never move in it. They get the idea, the door opens to them, it comes to them, and they don't ever do it. And that's why statistics show 52% of people today, they live in present fear or past regret. I'll say that one again. 52% of people today, they live in present fear or past regret. I pray that prayerfully God said something through me to get you over that spirit of fear. You don't have anything to lose here. You only have everything to gain. I told you up front, Riman means reborn, rebirth, gift of God, and independence. We're going to live up to that name. But I don't want you to be that person where you have regret. 6 months, a year from now, your neighbor is inviting you over to a K pop-up and you find out it's Riman. Someone at your job is giving you an experience kit and you find out it's Riman. Or your boss left because they retired early because they got started as a Riman planner and you could have got started and told them about it. Get back with the person that invited you here and tell them, look, I don't want any regret and I no longer walk in fear. I've been praying for an opportunity. And my mentor told me when opportunity comes to knock at your door, please don't have to run back to get your coat. Go running. Guys, welcome to Riman. Welcome to the family. Welcome to your family, your tribe, your community. We love you to life. I don't love anybody to death. I love you to life. But I want you to live your dreams. I want you to live it out loud. And I want you to live it on your terms in total freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, or whatever God has called you to do. Instead of you pursuing a pension, I want you to walk in your passion. Use Riman as the vehicle to do that. They say it's a sad thing here in America today. One mother can raise 4 children today, but 4 children can't retire one mother. You go to the Walmart, you see our grandparents working. You go to the airport, you see our grandparents working. No, you don't have to do that. You're a part of Riman now. We love you. God bless you. Bye. Bye. I'm done. Bye. Bye, y'all.